What is up, everybody? My name is LG and welcome to another video. Today we're going to be talking about some of that goodness when it comes to Berserk 2017. Now, goodness, I wouldn't really say goodness, okay? Let's just... There's a lot... I have a lot to say regarding Berserk episode 13 and 14. In this video, we're going to be talking about Berserk episode 13 specifically, but as a whole, let me just say regarding these two episodes, Berserk 2017 is not, it's not like, oh wow, they did it, it's better, it's so much better, I can actually enjoy the series. No, it's still not like that. The Berserk is, it's the same as it was before. CG, 2D, you didn't like it before, you're probably not going to like it now, but I will say this, for those of you that still enjoyed it, under whatever the circumstances are, no matter how you still enjoyed it, if you enjoyed it because, oh, I'm an anime only watcher, or you enjoyed it because, oh, you're just happy to see the show animated like me, then you're going to be satisfied with this, because this episode, out of all the previous episodes, has definitely been, in my opinion, the best animated one out of all of them. The way it integrates the 2D animation with the 3D animation and the way it transitions between them is actually good. In season 1, awful, stupid, god awful. Some of the scenes look like so dumb with the CG. Guts and his fucking narrow chin having ass, and very bad. Very bad. I hated it so much, but it got better this time. So let's just go into the episode overall. I just wanted to say that overall for people that enjoy Berserk and just don't know how to feel about it and stuff. And that's just my opinion on Berserk as a whole when it comes to that. If, you know, I still enjoy it. I do understand that it's a bit bad and it shouldn't be this way, but it's animated and I can't act like I'm not happy, because I am. So, regarding Berserk episode 13, I actually did take some notes on this one, and this time I'm just taking notes on what's happening throughout the episode from beginning to end. So let's start from the beginning, and the intro 2D scene was incredible. I did like the intro 2D scene. I loved all the kids rolling up, and then Zod coming up, and then he has his little he's like narrating a little like phrase or whatever, which was really had me thinking. I don't think it really has like that big of a meaning, but it really had me thinking what he was talking about in the beginning. You can hear a faint noise in the back. You can hear a faint voice in the background while Zod is narrating. You can. If you put on headphones and you listen, you can hear a faint voice in the background while you put on headphones. Now, it's in Japanese, so I have no idea what the voice is saying, but there's a faint voice, and then it cuts to a little a little animal or a little demon in a tree. So that makes me assume that that was the thing that was saying whatever was happening. But go back into Berserk episode 13 and listen to that. Go back and listen when you can. Go and listen to that shit, because there is definitely a freaking thing over there. I'm telling you that right now. It's 100% someone was talking in the beginning. The new opening is lit. The new opening is amazing. I love the new opening. People said it sounds like a Naruto opening. I thought that at first. Then I actually saw the opening and I'm like, I guess, but it's got its little Berserk twist to it, so I don't really care. The Neo Band of the Hawk, Berserker armor, and squad fighting trolls is awesome in the opening. I love the opening animation, by the way. I love it. By the way, like, the opening animation, it's like, honestly, the animation in the opening is kind of the animation in the series. Like, it wasn't like a big step up anyways, but it's whatever. I mean, it's a step up for them, but that's funny. Guts' chin looks much better. It does look much better as the episode goes on. His chin, they took the model and they expanded his chin, which makes him look a lot more like Guts. Like, he's still, it's still CG, it's still not perfect, but I love that they did that, and it really helps Guts look like actual Guts. Jazz music plays during Guts thinking about Griffith. Yep, I thought the music was on point the entire episode except for that part. It had very weird, out-of-place jazz music as Guts was thinking about Griffith. And when I say thinking about Griffith, it was like, it's like thinking like, oh wow, Griffith is now like on this world. He's in the reach of my blade, yada yada yada. And it had like weird jazz music in the background, and it was so out of place. And Very awkward, very awkward. Griffith's hair looks like a little weird flowing in the wind. Bro, Griffith's hair looks like freaking solid things of fucking toothpaste, bro. It looks disgusting. I hate Griffith's hair. Griffith's hair, I like his model. I like his 3D model. I think he looks a lot like himself more than anyone else in the entire series. Him and Serpico, they both look like what they're supposed to look like. But I really despise Griffith's hair. It's actually disgusting. Sound effect of sword dragging along ground while Guts runs up to Griffith is out of place. Yeah, I'm not gonna dwell on that too much because you know, you have to go back to the episode and figure it out. And it was one sound effect, so it's whatever. Griffith's 3D model looks better than anyone else. Yep, just said that. Him and Serpico. It's because their character designs are very simplistic, and I believe that is the whole reason why they are actually they actually look better overall. That's in my opinion. That's how it is at least. Griffith saying, "I wondered if my heart would be moved when I saw you again. Now I am free," was deep AF for me while the music played. I really like that scene. Because like I forgot that in the manga, so like seeing that, it was just like whoa. And in the manga, it was one of those things where like I kind of have to pay attention. I would be like, okay, wait, let me read that page again. Let me see what he said. Yada yada. But in the anime, like they make it so clear. They express the fact that Griffith might have felt feelings for him because of the infant, yada yada yada. All that stuff is really, really on point, and I love it so much. Like I said, bro, animation's garbage, but animation did improve a little bit this time, and the story is still god tier, so it's still enjoyable to watch. Zod looks horrible. Zod looks fucking horrible. Don't care what any of you guys say. Zod, tell me what you think about that, though, because personally, whenever they try to depict Guts or Zod or anyone with defined or like those two Kushan assistants of Sealots, anyone with like a defined muscles looks so weird, and I hate it. It looks disgusting. I don't understand why they do it. It looks nasty. I hate it. It's disgusting in CG because they have to define the lines, and when they do define the lines, you can't like, those lines aren't supposed to be there 100% of the time when you're drawing someone with muscles. That's not how it is. But when you have that in CG animation, those indents and those lines will always be there because that's how the 3D model looks. And that completely fucks them up, and it completely fucked up Zod, and it's going to completely fuck up Guts whenever he's not wearing a shirt or something, because it looks so stupid. What else? Sounds of lightning and thunder when Zod and Guts clash swords is peculiar. I found that very weird, because like Zod and Guts, let's say, so like Zod and Guts like clash swords, right? And then there was like, you heard like zzz, zzz, and it just, I didn't understand that at all. It was, I think they tried to emphasize the power and the scale of the battle, but you can emphasize the power and the scale of the battle. I guess that makes sense, but that, like I said, I'm not bothered. Like, it bothers me, but at the same time, I kind of understand what they were trying to do. Seeing Clang Dang have returned for Zod and Guts' battle, because when Zod and Guts were like going really fast, and like they were like going extremely fast, and it looks like they were like framing over each other because they were moving so fast. It was like you heard clang clang clang, dang dang dang, and it just, oh my god, it fucks my ears when they do that, man. I hate that shit. Seeing Recurt's hair fly back while Guts and Zod fight really show the essence of the fight's intensity. I really like that when it cut to Recurt and it showed his hair like flying back, and it showed like the snow slowly like flying back behind him. It's like, damn, that just shows the emphasis of the battle at hand, and I found that really cool. What else? Seeing Recurt, I just read that. Hello? The cut and pace of the sword swings is a little noticeable while Recurt is talking over the fight. Yeah, when Recurt is like talking over the fight, saying like, oh my gosh, it's so powerful, they're like repeatedly going at each other with their sword swings, and you know, they do it for just enough time so you recognize that they're kind of like cut and pasting the like 3D models in terms of how they attack each other. It's just like like it's so bad. It's disgusting. But they stopped that right when it got repetitive, so it's not that big of a deal. Zod's apostle form is much more appealing than his normal form. Dude, Zod in apostle form, like, I understand that it's easy for them to kind of make that, and it's like they shouldn't really be given much credit being that it's so easy to do, but I love that form much more than Zod's fucking like regular form. It looks so much better. I liked it. I saw like a thing where it showed a manga comparison and a comparison in the actual anime in terms of like the two shots side by side, and I'm happy with how they did that shot in the anime. Of course, it's not gonna be perfecto and like god tier animation, but from the animation that we've been getting, I'm actually happy with it. Wait, what else? Hayo plays when Zod... Wait, hold on. Did I skip one? No, I didn't. Hayo plays when Zod attacks Guts in apostle form. It does play. It cut to a commercial, and then it comes back, and it's like... And then the music starts playing. Hayo is one of the songs in the soundtrack of Berserk, by the way. And then he just, like, fucking decks Guts, and I like that a lot. Griffith's hair looks like thin strands of toothpaste when Casca looks at it. Yep, I agree with that. I said it before, but like it did that again, and it just like panned up, and it showed his hair, and he just looks stupid as fuck. They messed up the scene when Griffith protects Casca by making it long because they didn't represent Griffith's speed well. Okay, I know that was really complicated to understand, but here's what I mean by that. Here's what I mean, right? There is a scene in Berserk where a bunch of boulders are falling down, and Guts is like, "Oh no, Casca, watch out!" And then Griffith protects Casca from the boulders and kind of shields her with his cape. That scene in the manga, it was represented as showing how fast Griffith was. He got from like the top of a hill to Casca without even seeing him move. In this, they prolonged it over like maybe 30 to 40 seconds, and you didn't really get to see that like intensity of that scene, and that kind of fucked it up, and that you don't really understand like, oh shit, Griffith is fast as fuck. Like, that's not what you get out of that scene. So I didn't like that. They definitely messed that up. What else am I missing? Blood and Guts plays as Griffith and Zod flying the distance, and that is really cool. I really like that part when Blood and Guts starts playing, which is another song on the OST of Berserk. When that song starts playing, it's perfect as Guts and as Griffith and Zod are flying away, and Griffith is talking to Recur, and he's like, "Yo, but fam, like, I ain't holding a grudge. If you still want to come, I'm available. Here's my card." Let me stop. But yeah, I really like that. Griffith looking back at Guts after arrow shots is amazing. I like that one too. I can't hate. I got low-key hyped when I saw Guts shoot the arrows, and then Griffith looked back like, "Bruh, you missed." And I'm just, I like that one a lot. The look on Recurt's face when Guts tells him the truth about Griffith is really good and shows emphasis on the despair in his eyes. Yeah, I really like that shot. I like when... You know what I like in the CG animation of Berserk? I like when they do the shadows and it has the lines in it. I like when they do the shadows and it has lines in it, but I like when they do another shadow over that shadow, and then it looks even cooler. That's what I like when it comes to Berserk. That's what I like. Excuse me. I didn't realize... what else? The flag burning was a beautiful sight. Yeah, when it like showed in like, I believe it was Midland. I think it was Midland. I'm not 100% sure. That's why I didn't write it down. But I believe it was Midland, and then it showed like the flag of Midland burning, and that looked really beautiful. Like, the animation looked top notch right there. I'll say that. I didn't realize that Sela actually caught the arrow that was being shot. Wait, hold on. I didn't realize that Sela actually caught the arrow that was being shot at the General Kushan guy. Oh, yeah, because, like, the General Kushan guy, he was, like, stepping on Selot's face, like, making fun of him. And then it just, like, a camera zoomed into his face, and then Selot's holding an arrow, which makes me assume, at first I thought Selot got up, picked up an arrow, and is, like, threatening him with it. But it turns out the enemy shot, and then Selot caught the arrow before it stabbed the guy's face, so... That scene, like, it confused me. Plus, there was hella censorship in that scene, just that entire scene, and it kind of bothered me. But the censorship could have been worse. I'll say that it could have been worse. So I'm not complaining that much. What else? The outro was lit, and the end scene of Guts taking Casca away with him while Hayo plays is also lit. I loved it a lot. I loved it. That's my basic entire verdict on episode 13. If I really, really had to say anything that stood out as bad, the jazz music playing during that one part, Griffith's hair, Zod's original 3D model, Clang Dang during the fight, those like thunder and lightning shits that during the fight that were hella weird, that scene that's I find very important that was not done very well, and yeah, but that's that. I like that, so I give it. There was a couple things I have wrong with it, but there are also a lot of things I liked about the episode. Animation was definitely improved. Loved that part of it. Liked a lot of certain scenes that really had me get the feels. So for this episode, I'm gonna have to give this one credit. Okay, there's a lot of things I didn't like, but I'm gonna have to give this some credit, my guy. I'm gonna have to give this some credit. So I think I'm gonna give this one like a solid. I'll give it a 7.5. 7.5 out of 10. Because while I did enjoy the episode, I can't call it great because of those minimal things that actually fucked it up. The jazz music, the hair, Zod looking weird, and like all that, it's not that bad, but they're all just little things that I feel, you know what? I might have to give this episode an 8. Because like just the feeling I got when I was watching it, bro. It was so good. I love that feeling when I was watching it. It was really good. I'm sorry. I have to give this episode. I don't know. How about we stick with 7.8, yeah? 7.8. 8.3. 8.3. I'm sticking to it. 8.3 is my official score for this episode. I liked it a lot. The things that were wrong with it were bad things, but they were very minimalistic things that I really did not notice until my second watch through. Except for Zod's character model, which looks fucking disgusting. Maybe I should bump it down to 7. I don't fucking know, dude. I don't know. 7. Okay. Official. Saying it right now. No take backsies. 7.9. That's where I'm drawing the line. Line's been drawn, okay? 7.9 out of 10 is what I give this episode of Berserk. What do you think that episode 13 of Berserk 2016, aka 2017, deserves? Tell me what you think about that in the comments down below. Tell me if you enjoyed this video and if you enjoyed Berserk episode 13 and episode 14. If you liked the episode, or tell me what you thought about the episode in that little I button right there that you can click and that you can answer a little poll. Tell me what you thought about the episode. You can tell me in the comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more of that Berserk goodness, Dragon Quest, Samurai Jack, Rick and Morty, and all that other amazing stuff that we all love together. And my name is LEG. I will see you all later. Do not forget to like the video if you enjoyed it, my friends. I had a very fun time making this video, and I had a very fun time talking about Berserk because it's finally back, baby. It's lit. Deuces, everybody. I will see you all next time.